When General Motors pulled the plug on Oldsmobile in 2004, the brand was the longest-running nameplate in Detroit. Oldsmobile flourished with innovative engineering and striking design before sizzling out, as the U.S. auto industry entered what's been colloquially termed the malaise era in the 1970s. So after 100 years, what happened to Oldsmobile? Founded in 1897 in Lansing, Michigan, the Olds Motor Vehicle Company was started by Ransom Eli Olds, an Ohio-born heir to a small steam engine builder. The company saw early success in the fledgling gas-fueled car industry at the turn of the 20th century. A 1902 model called the Curved Dash proved so popular that Oldsmobile developed the first mass-production stationary assembly line to keep up with demand. Oldsmobile sold out to General Motors in 1908 during what will become a massive consolidation of early car brands. Early models in the 1910s cost more than a typical house. But General Motors streamlined its operations in the 1920s and positioned Oldsmobile alongside Buick as a mid-level division. In 1926, Oldsmobile became the first car to utilize chrome plating, while a precursor to today's automatic transmissions arrived in 1937, not long after Oldsmobile sold its millionth car. In 1940, Oldsmobile offered the first mass-market fully automatic transmission, dubbed the Hydromatic. With the space race in full force in the 1950s, General Motors marketers positioned Oldsmobile as a brand for the future, even though the division was decidedly middle-aged at that point. In 1961, Oldsmobile had another hit with the Cutlass, first offered as a two-door sport coupe trim of the popular F-85. By 1967, the Cutlass had been spun off into its own model, and soon could be had as the Cutlass, Cutlass S, and Cutlass Supreme. With their rocket-themed design cues, these cars typified mid-century design. In the 1970s, the U.S. auto industry reacted slowly to increased emissions and safety regulations, volatile fuel prices, and an onslaught of cheaper import brand models. In response, General Motors in 1984 reorganized and combined Oldsmobile, Buick, and Cadillac into its own division. With all the parts sharing happening among General Motors divisions, it became tough for Oldsmobile to stand out among the Detroit automakers' overlapping offerings. Where General Motors faced continuing pressure from Japanese manufacturers like Honda and Toyota. In the mid-1990s, a brief renaissance arrived in the form of the Oldsmobile Aurora, which boasted a daring, futuristic design. The Aurora caused only a minor stir, however, and by 2000, General Motors announced plans to phase out the Oldsmobile brand due to dwindling sales. On April 29, 2004, after 106 years, the last Olds rolled off the assembly line. The very last Alero sedan, itself a near twin to the Pontiac Grand Am, was destined for the R.E. Olds Transportation Museum, but the rest of the final 500 editions were sold to consumers. For more information on the latest cars, trucks, and SUVs, visit the Capital One Auto Learning Center in the link below and follow our channel.